Hey guys, Stealth here. Last episode of this campaign I captured Gobo, so I already got my first airport, and the new plan is going to be coming in from Osaka towards Obama from the east, landing with marines into Masuda, and I'll probably have to defend myself against a naval group that's coming up from here, and I'm going to do that naval sector Kilo so that my marines can operate freely here. Other than that, I have one VDV regiment in reserve. I don't want it to deploy yet. And this helicopter group is going to be pretty much hopping all over the place in order to deal with threats as they pop up. For now, I got no more units that have any action units or action points left. Of course, except for this helicopter, or sorry, this air wing here, but I cannot really use that anywhere. And the VDVs, but unfortunately I cannot R&R them anywhere. So I cannot build their cohesion. So end the turn. AI is moving some units about, and yep, as stated, we have a naval supremacy, but there's a South Korean naval group coming our way, consisting of a couple of Hatsuyukis. These are really the only things I have to worry about. These are the ones that carry harpoon missiles. The rest of it is pretty much defensive ships, or at least that's the way I classify them. Donghaes do have decent guns, but they have absolutely no way of defending themselves against missiles, and Chamzeris are pure missile defenders but got nothing else. Now, Task Force Minsk with a couple of Sovremenis, a couple of Nanushkas, a couple of helicopters as well is going to intercept them right there. Make sure that they are not going to be a threat. So, that marine group is going to go here, and I'm going to have to wait one more turn in order to actually invade Masuda because they cannot disembark right now. What I can do is R&R these guys, build some cohesion on this naval group. And it's time to start pushing. I'm going to be using the Independent Tank Regiment, and unfortunately they have no cohesion, so I'm going to be facing with a low starting value, as well as with the Guards Regiment towards Obama. They do have one group of F1s here. Unfortunately I cannot really deploy that air wing there, it doesn't have the range to go there. It's a bit unfortunate, but I have to intercept this naval group here. If they're going to fight here, that means that these groups will deploy their Najins and they'll be classed as actually being in the battle, which is not good, because then I cannot land them next turn. Now they have one group that seems to have escaped. That's the Infantry School Regiment. Well, they got schooled alright. And with that, they are fleeing back to Marugame, which is a pretty strategic sector as far as location-wise, because you can jump over from Tsushima to Marugame. But other than that, it doesn't give me any points, and what I really want to get now is income. In order to do that, let's see, I'm considering actually keeping the Spetsnaz group here, to make sure that they cannot recapture Gobo with one of those Hilo groups, because they have quite a few of those. So these guys are going to go on R&R, and this Hilo wing can go pretty much wherever I need it to go, with the remark that it doesn't have a command unit. So let's start pushing Kuznetsov west, capture this zone, it gives me another 5 points, as well as more visual. I now know that there's in Oita a couple of tanks. Not that much else, but they do have F-15Js. These are pretty dangerous air superiority fighters. I can land into Nankoku, as I went over last turn, but it's dangerous doing that with too few ships, or too few units. If I do so, I'm going to be dealing with these helicopters, and those AH-1Ss with their ITOs are going to just nail my ships, which is something that I'm not particularly interested in. So what I would love to do is capture Tsushima, and capturing that will give me another 5 points of income per turn. Totori is an airport, but it's not really that interesting at the moment, because it's guarded by a lot of tanks. I believe this was, yeah, this is a zone that has 56 of those cheap tanks, but it doesn't give me any income. And I need income right now to reinforce my groups, because I don't have that many. Now the helicopters can easily capture Tsushima. if it wasn't for the fact that they don't carry a command unit. And I think that these guys, yeah, they're completely undefended as far as air goes. So I'm going to deploy this VDV regiment. I know I had different plans for Tsuyama originally, but so be it. Maybe these guys can start push into Tottori next turn. So we're going to land these here. That means I have an attack group, and the helicopters are going to be doing most of the heavy lifting here. That's because these things are really good at defeating anything that's in Tsuyama, and I just need this group for the command units. That's really all there is to it. So let's do Tsuyama first. If you hear a pause in the video every now and then, it's because I temporarily mute my mic to do a bit of coughing, because my voice still isn't fully back yet. Alright, what do we have here? I have Foxtrot, I have a cohesion of 7, which means plus 7 income per second. I'm dealing mostly with infantry, quite a few tanks, some recon units, a couple of recoilless rifles, and some helos. If I can just hold this sector with a bit of infantry, shouldn't be too hard to do. And try to push into either Obama or Marugame. And Marugame is much more interesting for me because it gives me 2 more points of income per second. With, say, my helicopters, that should allow me to then come in with a command unit, capture this zone, get more helicopters in, and from there start to deal with any of the command units that they might have. I have 3,000 points before defeat, they have 2,000, so they're not doing that great. Which is good news for me. Sorry about that. Okay. This is it. Offload these, close the unit viewer, push north, get the thing ready to go. I don't want these guys to start firing the ATGMs all at once. They captured Marugame, Hiroshima, Masuda. Perfect. I can work with that. Oh, helos. Just infantry transports, but helos nonetheless. I'm going to leave those transports to the K-29s. They're perfectly capable of working those up. There we go. Takes care of that. Keep pushing, get that command vehicle under control. There's some more helos pushing up there. Infantry is having a really bad day here. There it is. They can't take it out with their machine guns. There you go. HGMs are not really needed. Okay. Command vehicle. In the meanwhile, the Ka-29s are going to Hiroshima to deal with command vehicles there. And that is pretty much the strategy for this map. Kill command vehicles. You may call it dirty warfare, but if it's dirty and it works, it's legit as far as I'm concerned. I get away with it. Gotta make sure that they haven't sneakily spawned in any more command units here, or infantry groups. But I don't think so. That means that I can start pushing the helicopter groups actually back to the FOB, because they do tend to run out of fuel. They still have quite a few of their rocket pods ready. Gonna micromanage those rocket pods for a bit. Make sure that they don't fire all of the rocket pods at transports and fail to capture or kill the command vehicle. Of course they cannot capture it, but you know. Yeah, some cheap tank destroyers here as a bit of stopping power. Let's go with a recon there. See, that's transports. Those are not interesting. Oh, that's something I'd like to capture. CV's probably hiding out in this tree line. Oh! Oh, that's different. Go around. This is to Hiroshima, so they're getting worried. A couple of helos coming up there. My 24Vs can intercept those. There it is. Oh, this could be a problem. This thing is armored. And it's armored to such an extent that my helos might not be able to penetrate that with their autocannons. That means rocket pods only. I don't have that many to begin with. There you go. Clear. Try to kill that, whatever it is. That infantry group, then I can capture their FOB. They also got Boris under their control, which is fine. Go with more veterans there. 24V nailing some helos here. 2 missiles left for 2 helos. Do you accept the challenge? Hang on, we're gonna close these things in. I'm gonna make sure these are not on the ground. That would be really bad. Getting those things blown up on the ground. Close in. Now your Igla should have a much better chance to hit. There you go. Beautiful shot. Okay. So I cannot get too close. Let's send some other helos this way. Let's try to surround them. Let's see, this helicopter attack squad can go this way. Try and push into Masuda, as these guys are going to try and clear out Boris. I'm surprised I haven't seen any of the tanks yet. I had expected that to happen. I need a recon here. Let's push this recon this way and then park that one so we're in the middle of the map. My 24Vs should be getting rearmed. Yep. And refueled. Good to go. I don't think they still have any helos left, but you never know. Hello, command vehicle. What are you doing all alone? Would you like some company? That should kill him. Got him. See, being really effective with the missiles here. Micromanage this stuff. That's helos. And a couple of transports. Yeah, that's a lot of autocannon fire. Or machine gun fire even. They're getting nervous in Boris, so their CV must be somewhere there. I was trying to bring in those tanks. Those Oroku Ichi Shikis. Probably just butchered that translation, but or pronunciation, but so be it. If I can neutralize Masuda, that means that they are completely out of reinforcement routes. Helo's doing some battle there. Look at that. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to engage that. I have no intention of getting anywhere near that. What are you? Why is one vehicle running away? I always get worried, or actually interested would be the more relevant term here. I get interested when I see one vehicle moving away. I was going, yeah, what are you? What are you ferrying? So I would not be surprised if they were transporting infantry. Command infantry, to be precise. Come on. Nope, just standard infantry. Okay, you just lost interest. Ammo box hit. Wonderful. They pulled out of Boris. That is a command vehicle. Yeah, could you just target the other unit? That'd be great. Okay, that's the command unit down. That's the reinforcements cut off. But they're not done yet. Oh, we're not going to fly over all those machine guns. Except that we are. Oh, Jesus, that was a lot more powerful than I expected. Do not get close to those autocannons. Machine guns, whatever. Okay, we're going to risk it. What the hell? I'm going to capture this fob. Means that these guys are going to land there, so that I can resupply this helicopter group. Oh, look at what I found. Look at what I found. How would you like to take an ATGM? Yeah, that was close enough. Hit, kill. Battle done. Good. Central Battalion destroyed, 7th Infantry destroyed. I think I lost just one helicopter, one Mi-24P. I can live with that if I can destroy 2 more battle groups. See, there you go. And they lost, or they sent back whatever's left of that tank group. This means that I now have a lot more income, 5 points per turn. Which is nice. Which is really nice. I would love to send another reinforcement group towards Obama, especially with AA, because these things are dangerous. These F1s with their bombers, with their bombs, 1,000 kilogram bombs I believe, can do a lot of damage. Especially to my infantry, but also to my tanks. Now they do have 2 Tungushkas, which is okay. Let's see, the Guards Tanks Regiment. They do get 1 anti-air company, a couple of Bryuzas, and some Osas. And they're gonna cost me 10 points. How mobile are you guys? How mobile? 3 initiative, that's good. Because I'm also going to be dealing with aircraft here. EJs, those are AA units, and Kyokos, napalm bombers. Considering what to do here. Because there are so many good units that I can call in that I'm a bit torn between my options. There's also a VDV recon company. But they're going to spawn there. That makes for a very, very mobile group. Let's see, independent VDV battalion. These guys do have some AA. So I could land those pretty much anywhere but I'd like them. Actually, I might be able to capture Hiroshima. If I do, those tanks get destroyed. What kind of map is that? Whew, I'm going to be dropping into Bravo or Charlie. Actually, hang on. These things have an autonomy of 4. Yeah, they can get too close. I was going to say, with an autonomy of 400, those things might not even be able to make it to the central zone here. Bravo. But they probably will. Because they're going to spawn in Echo or Charlie. I'm gonna have a really hard time pushing out if I actually land that independent battalion there, because you only got 1 command unit. So this is, yeah, maybe it's an independent battalion, but it is not as independent as I would really like it to be. See, these guys, the 2nd independent VDV battalion, got a lot of ATGMs, but no way to resupply them. All of these battle groups have some sort of major glaring weakness. These guys do come with a fob. They got VDVs, they got Iglas, Strelas. Nah. You know what? I'm gonna wait here in Obama. These guys have moved, but the tanks are out of initiative, which means that I cannot attack with them just yet. So let's look towards the Kuznetsov down there. Kuznetsov can also deploy some very interesting forces, which I believe are classed as air brigades. These are decent landing troops. Let's see, a lot of supplies, no command unit. Damn it. I hate it when they don't get any command units. What can the... oh right, the Minsk could deploy those. They're all too expensive at the moment. I'm just gonna have to end the turn and wait for most of my forces to get ready to push on. See what the AI is gonna do. Let me start pushing back somewhere. First off, a naval battle. A couple of Hatsuyukis, a couple of Chamzuris, Donghaes and some LCUs against 4 Sovramenis, 12 Nunushkas, Munas and Ka-27s. I'm considering pushing in with these Ka-27s because they got a decent amount of AP penetration of 80 points. Accuracy 60% is pretty good. 4.5 kilometer range means that they are well outside the range of any kind of AA, but the Donghaes could be a problem. Chamzuris are going to intercept those missiles. Maybe pushing it with 2 Sovramenis is a much more interesting idea. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold Golf. I'm going to try to push into Charlie to get my income up as high and as fast as possible. I'm going to do that with a Sovrameni and Nanushka's in support. They do have range over me though. Those harpoons have a range of 8.7 kilometers, whereas my missiles, especially those on the Nanushkas, only have a range of 6. Which is not ideal. I'm going to have to work around that. I'm going to give you 3 Nanushkas as an escort. Close that. Malekith's off. Let me fire those exactly at the same time. And let's start to push towards center. Again, interesting that I have more points before I go down than they do. Okay, what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, actually, I'm counting the wrong ships. Probably 3 Hatsuyukis and something else. Looking at Donghaes. These tiny things are probably the Chamzuris. Yep, you can see the AA batteries pretty much on there. These Donghaes are going to push out too far. They're going to eat ATGMs real quick. And they're not going to like it. I'll let those guys close in. I'm going to wait to combine myself with another Sovrameni. And that's when I'm going to strike. Look at that. Hatsuyuki being a hero. That's the last thing he's going to do. What's the range? 6 clicks. ATGM's coming in. Oh, sorry, ASM's coming in. Good luck intercepting those. Second missile. They carry 8 of those. I'm not really worried. Just Sovrameni is not great at intercepting missiles. They do have very good Seawiz, but they tend to run out of those Still 1 missiles. A lot of shells landing near these ships, but not doing too much damage yet. Because if there's one thing that the Sovrameni's terrible at, it's accuracy. I mean, look at that, 19%? 15? Seriously? More anti-ship missiles coming in now. I'd like to get those Chamzuris out of the way. And then I can unleash with my Nanushkas. Possibly going right for the Hatsuyuki. So many got hit once. Right, ready to fire. Let's hope those Chamseries are not going to intercept anyone with missiles. Which they will. Got two good hits on that ship. That's enough. I'll blow that thing nicely. Look at that. All those Donghaes are now easy pickings. And it's time to bring in the second, or the third Sovrameni at this stage. Oh, this thing got hit again. That's him down. I'm gonna get you out of here. This thing is not doing so well. Donghaes are going to go down. Sovrameni is engaging. Did not manage to kill a ship. Still 3 Hatsuyukis there though. Take cover behind your buddy. Oh! Blew up a Donghae. This one just got trained. Start pushing in. Another 85 pointer down. So all to engage the same ship together, which is the lead Hatsuyuki here. That thing is going to be in a world of hurt. And these things are too close, so they're going to take pretty much the stray fire from those ships. They do have some more Chamseries coming in. Too little, too late. Not effective. Raider operator killed. That is always good. Because that opens that ship wide up to anti-ship missiles. However, he's still under the umbrella of his buddies. Send 2 missiles into that ship. Should kill it. 1. 190. Time to bring in another Nush. Alright, just let's see. Oh, they're already pretty much gone. Blow up. The other one's gonna go down pretty soon. Chamseries are all volunteering to sink, which works perfectly for me. There you go. That's another 150 points that just comes sailing in like that. Start pushing back. These things are pretty good at intercepting missiles, but they are absolutely worthless when engaging other ships, because they only have 50 points of strength, pretty much no armor, and there you go. And there is another Hatsuyuki. Time to go for that one. This one's out of anti-ship missiles, 4 out of 6, 2 out of 6, 0 out of 6, okay. Pretty much just steady flow of Nanushkas there. Move in. Hatsuyuki's going to fire. But these ships are now close enough to all protect each other. So bring it. That way, that way. The only thing that I'm worried about is that these missiles detonate too close to my ships. That's it. See that? It just took 1 bit of damage from an anti-ship missile that detonated pretty much right off its bow. You still got most of your weapons ready. really not interested in killing off those Chamseries. Much more interested in killing off the Hatsuyuki. So just keep pushing in. I don't think my Sovereign cares at all what I'm saying. Just keeps firing at the Chamseries until it gets in the range of the Hatsuyuki. By which time the Chamseries will be dead. Oh well. So I'm prioritizing the Hatsuyuki now to make sure that I have the command ships contained as much as possible. The secondary ships really aren't that interesting. These things are the ones they always want to kill first. Some of my Nanushkas will take some fire from the Chamseries, but, you know, bring it. I can try to overload the defenses on these ships. Weapons off, weapons on. See if they... some of them still have missiles left. Yeah, that could probably pose a pretty big problem for that Hatsuyuki. There you go. That takes care of that Eastern Fleet without losing any ships. And they lost 5 Hatsuyukis, 8 Chamseries, 4 Donghaes. Yeah. Don't challenge my ships. Okay, new battle coming up, and I'm going to be doing that next episode. So if you want to see how I'm going to deal with these tanks, and there's quite a lot of them. Oh, actually, there's not that many of them. A lot of infantry. Sorry, I've got a different map in mind. If you want to see how that one is going to go down, watch me do episode 3, which is going to be up tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.